Comes Jason Gibson rolling in the Mustang Fox body here on the left side, and Jan Christensen in the right. Want to say welcome to you race fans here at the Titanium Strip. Alcohol cars are going to be on track at noon today. We're running our first qualifying session for our ET bracket machines right now. The NHRA Northwest Open Series. And down the stripe, it's going to be an 856, 157 miles an hour comes up for Jan. Jason goes 969. Here comes Kevin Garlock. That Camaro is sweet. Watching this car run yesterday in testing too. Malibu over on the right side that I don't have the information on as of yet. Kevin leaves red, stops the timers on 898. Dips that baby down into the eights. 147 miles an hour. 1072, 124. Comes up over on the right side. And we got Javon Brar in the Z28. Vintage 1978 in the right side. And the conspicuously flamed, dart-powered 34th Street Roadster. Oh, 0009 red. So close to perfection. So close. So close. 897, 143 miles an hour. For the Roadster, 1065, 122 on the other side. The Quality Racing team rolling in now. Just says Don. Right side is Matt Dom. 1980 Volare, the green machine with a supercharger. Doesn't that thing look like fun? I think that thing looks like 8 kinds of fun. Or 8 seconds of fun. 898, 146 miles an hour for the supercharged Dodge. 1093. At 130 miles an hour over here on the left side. Motorcycles, you need to be in lane 1, please. Motorcycles, come on down lane 1. Colt Moran in the dragster. That didn't move, and then just drove gently off the starting line. Gently we go tonight. He's going to try to catch that little Estendo. He ain't going to catch him. He ain't going to catch him. He ain't going to catch him. Nope, didn't catch him. 1037, 64 miles an hour. 852 for the dragster once it finally got rolling, but trust me when I tell you, it'll go a little quicker than that. And get that thing to move cleanly off the starting line. Steve Vida. 72 Duster. Chris Ormsby in the Nova over in the right side. I think Steve forgot about the top bulb, bottom bulb thing because he left on the wrong one. Way early. His 1088 will still count, but his 500 red light or 5,000 red light will put him all the way down to the bottom of the qualifying sheet. 998, 131 miles an hour comes up on the right. Here comes the flamed Corvette. There's a unique pattern of flame graphics on the front of the 63 split window. I still find it funny that the 63 split window Corvette is now one of the most revered models in history. In 1963, people hated them. Hated them. 826, 163 miles an hour for Ryan Johnson in that Corvette. 840 at 158 comes up over on the right side. If you ever wonder why they only made split window Corvettes in 1963, that's the reason. People hated them. So in 64, they went, we're not making that mistake again. Quick little cleanup on the starting line, and we've got Ron Fawcett, Emmett McKillop getting ready to come at you. Ron, who is slightly altered in that straight line race car. When you're in an altered and the scoop is higher than your head, do you think it ever crosses your eyes at like 160 miles an hour? You going, do I look on this side? Do I look on this side? You think you're ever like not sure which way do I lean my head to see better? Dragsters going to outrun the altered as they hit down to the Lord Code scoreboard. 887, 174 comes up for Emmett. Ron goes 955. Head of Mark 64. Brings up Mark Moscan for Moscan Racing and Lordco Auto Parts. I want to say Happy Father's Day to his dad. Well, that makes sense. I mean, if you say Happy Father's Day to your cousin, that'd be kind of silly. And Emmett DeBruce Coos over on the right side. Big black powered machine. Had a Brand D lift truck. Shawnigan Trucking, Competition Tree Services. Oh, how about Emma with a triple O? How about you, Little Miss Perfect? At least for the moment. That's going to put Emma number one qualifying spot. She left 2/10,000ths of a second for somebody to get into. Emma, I got to tell you, I like your chances of staying there. Triple O2. Hey, listen up at the pits. Oh, attention to the pits. Hot Rod, I need you lanes 3 and 4, please. Hot Rod lanes 3 and 4, top comp, get warmed up. We're going to be calling you shortly. Hot Rod lanes 3 and 4. How about the front engine cars going to outrun the rear engine car? How about Greg Doherty had a double 0-1 reaction time? You know what Emma said? Oh, that's cute, 0-0-1. Nice try. Yeah, so close. Maybe your luck will get better later. And then the car let him down. 1181, just coasting down there at 75 miles an hour. As a 918 comes up for the front motored car on the left. Triple O2 at the number one spot. Not leaving a lot of room. John Tabak in the left side. Warren Jacobson in the right. Tabak, part of that Team Rad Torque Systems. Rad, another one of the big supporters here. Mission Raceway, the titanium strip. We appreciate everybody. It helps keep this racetrack rocking along. Down to the finish line at 1041. At 126 miles an hour comes up for John Warren. 1074 to 140. We got a couple of Chevy 2s. This has like been the ongoing argument for Chevy 2 folks for like 50 years. Is that a first generation, second generation, or are that two first generations? Because technically, although most people will tell you the first generation, lasted all the way up until the end of 67. 68 was the second. That's really not true. A generational split in 65. So that was a one generation, two generation matchup there with a 1009 132 coming up for Kevin McNichol in the 67 model. The first generation car going 1050 at 127. And see, I'm telling you, these guys are doing this on purpose. Chris Stone, Tim Benke, they do this all the time. Anna tells me that apparently these guys are like going steady because they always race each other. Probably a side bet every time down the racetrack. 10:02 to a 10:05. 005 reaction, however, for Chris Stone. So Chris is going to get the better qualifying spot. Need a little glass in that window over here on the left side. Never mind. He must have heard me. They just rolled the window up down there in that black wagon. See, I knew it was down because I couldn't see his name on it. That's Craig Allen Johnson. JCE. Red Pontiac over there on the right side. Once again, Hot Rod, come on down, top comp. You need to be warmed up. You're on deck. And stock, super stock, combo racer, you are in the hole. Get them warmed up and ready. Come up with a 1050. The TCS side of the racetrack down there, 121 miles an hour, 804 at 168 for the bright red Pontiac. That's Steve Robert in that 34 Chevy Street Roadster. And the Malibu got away before I could read the name off the door. I'll get it next time. Promise. 903, 144 comes up for the Evil Bucket. 1012, 128 for the Boo. Andy Halt now. Thanks to Derek Schreck, Bubba's Speed Shop, and Lauren Schwans. Also, a little help from Bubba's Speed Shop, as well as Taves Roofing, the Monte Carlo, man, that Camaro is really getting it off the starting line, isn't it? And all the way down the racetrack, 829. 161 miles an hour. 1008 at 132 comes up for Lauren. James Cowie over in right side, rolling up in the dragster. Is that Matt DeJong, I believe? And the Camaro here on the left side, doing a wheelie bar adjustment back here, and now rolling forward. On the wrong side. 00 early leaving the starting line. Ends up with a 736 for Cowie. Off the throttle down at 146 miles an hour. Looked like it was trying to drift its way towards the center line. 830 to 160 miles an hour comes up for the Camaro. Still nobody's been able to get inside that 0002. Here comes Curtis Munson, the Valhalla Racing Team, and Emily Gerard for Rad Torque. Shear Solutions. And I do believe this is going to be our last pair because my razor sharp eyes are noticing the two in the water box that do not look anything like Super Pro machines. Hot Rod, final call. You should be in the staging lanes. Motorcycles are in the water box. $754 for Emily. Is that low ET of the day so far? I think it is. 754, 176 of speed, 1093 at 129. The classic nostalgia look of the front engine dragster over there on the right side. Kevin Garlock. 71 model Camaro, vinyl top car. Motorcycles, final call, Hot Rod, need you to the lanes, please. Final call, motorcycles, Hot Rod, need you to the lanes. A 009 light on one side, a 004 light on the other side, but a red light on both sides. Is not going to move too much around in the old qualifying order there. Chewy Jenkins in the truck, Don over there in Quality Racing. Team Mobile, 003, move him up a little further on the old sheet. Way to go, Chewy. What's that going to put him third, I think, or fourth unofficially? But that 003 reaction time is definitely going to make a move. 10:39, the elapsed time, 126 of speed. 10:87, 131. Over in the right lane, now it's Kevin McNichol for the folks at Rad Torque Systems. Oh, it's John Tabak for the folks at Rad Torque Systems. You think they got a bet on? He likes me more than he likes you. Kevin goes 002 red. Takes the red car down to a 1009 at 132, 1047, 126 for John. Paul Soares. In that really, really red, really, really fast Pontiac. Chris Ormsby over on the right side, and that really, really clean Nova. Saw the Pontiac come up earlier, and I'm like, yeah, that thing's pretty sporty. I remember it went like 820 something. Holy smokes. Oh, 007 reaction time. Ormsby's going to move up the qualifying sheet. Anything 00 is going to be a step in the right direction. 812. Soares almost got that thing in the sevens. 812. 167 miles an hour. That is boogieing right along. I mean, without getting too technical, that is boogieing right along. Here comes Emma DeBray-Coos. That Art Morrison built race car. A little help from the folks at Brand D Truck Lift, Shawnigan Trucking. Martin Rachel over on the right side. In the Malibu. Watching the dragster roll through at 953. Only 114 miles an hour. Emma did not run that thing all the way down. under full throttle. 10, 12 at 128 miles an hour. In the right side. And here come Jim and Chris again. It's like you see one, you see them both. Oh. Chris got to jump on a reaction timer. Let's see if that's enough to hold him out in front of the stripe, because these two cars are very close to matched. But he couldn't hold him off. 10:04 beats 10:08 by 200ths of a second. Jim getting there first. Doing a quick little mop job out there on the left side of the racetrack, right here on the starting line. Stock, super stock, combo racers, lanes 3 and 4, come on down. Stock, super stock, combo, lane 3 and 4. Hot rod, you should already be here. Super street, super gas, on standby. Super street, super gas, please stand by. Hey, Jim Benke, please take a look at your car. It looks like you left us a couple of drips and drops up here on the starting line, so if you could take a look at that, we would appreciate it greatly. Because we just have a limited supply of white rags. And nobody likes cleaning the racetrack if we don't have to. Uh-oh. Where's this going? Pardon? On a wanted poster someplace? Yeah, the post office wanted it. Yeah, they don't want me, believe me. All right, I think we got things squared away. Here comes the Chevelle. What's that, 67, right? 66, 67, Chevelle Supersport? I know it's one of those two. Well, he scared me for a second when he pushed it that far back. I thought, oh, no, it's not broken, is it? Apparently, they still got to do a little, cleaning up there. Here comes Greg Doherty. Doty in the dragster. So we're going to have a couple of right lane singles here. The Rad Torque. Extreme Torque Machines. That is a BC-based entity. The 18 bulb, not bad, but not enough to move up towards the top. 780, 168 miles an hour for Greg, and I believe this is our final car in category. Can have our Pro Mod license run roll around the corner here, and then we'll be ready for motorcycles. Hot Rod is in the lanes. Stock, super stock combo, you are in the lane. Super street, super gas. You need to be ready to rock. Won't be long. .905, 144 miles an hour. Super Pro coming at us. Motorcycles rolling into the staging lanes. Hot Rod on standby. Stock, super stock, and super street also on standby. Please stand by. First pair. Mark Maskant going to end up 3 thou red. And done for the day. Win light's going to come on for John Tabak. How about John? First round of both of them. I said Tabak, right? That's Tabak. He explained it to me. It's Tabak, like without the O. Jason Gibson down the left side. Nick Angelucci in the right. Oh, and a red light. The Orange Mustang, also 3 thou red. That's our first 2 races, both red 3 thou each. And that goes 1070 on the 76, 70 on the 72. After the red light for the Mustang. Now it's Jan Christensen and Ryan Johnson. Reading left to right. Ryan Johnson, a little flame Corvette over there. A couple of big hits, big blocks coming up. Wow, less than 1 thou. Jan Christensen red by less than 1 thou. So we 003 red, 003 red, 0009 red. Ryan Johnson with a freebie. 830 at 163. It'll bring up James Cowie. That's the Monday towing machine. I mean, no pressure or anything, James, but you know, your uncle's number one. If you screw this up, I might call you Jimmy tomorrow. I'm told you love that. Jeremy Soares over on the right side. Jeremy dialed in 735. James is dialed in 713. About a half a bulb handicap head start going to the right lane. Oh, here comes Team Cowie all running up here to root on James. Jeremy gets a head start. Cowie on the chase. Not going to get him. Not going to happen. 7:36 on a 35. That's solid. 15 on 13. Also solid. Jeremy just a tick better on both ends of the racetrack. 1 hun closer to the dial and tick better on the reaction time. That added up to a win light. Steve Ida now on the left side and Warren Jacobson in the right. And we're going to hold on for just a second. I think it's Anna's fault.
They leave off top bulb anyway, so it wouldn't have affected him, but yeah, we do that. Can you turn it like another quarter turn just to be safe here and then check it again? Oh, you turn it back the other way, or they've already turned it? No, tighten the bulb.
Lovely. Give me a second to put the numbers back in.
No.
I ran up here right away.
Testing, testing. Okay, now we're ready to go again.
I was the last there. Okay, sounds good.
Steve Ida in the left, Warren Jacobson in the right. Listen up to Vince. Hot Rod, Hot Rod. Come down, Hot Rod. I need you to the lanes, please. 11:05 for the win for Warren. 10:94 for the not win for Steve. Warren was better on the reaction time by a sizable amount. Gave him a lot of room to play down at the other end of the racetrack. They're going to bring up Colton in the dragster. Colton Morin. And Martin Rachel in the right side. In the 76 model, boo. Hot Rod, Hot Rod. Come on down. Hot Rod to the lanes. Both drivers away on the green. Look how quick the dragster's closing in, but he's not gonna close the deal. Got there first by 007, or got there first by 15 and broke out by an extra thou. If he gets there first by 14, he wins the race. He got there first by 15. That was one too many. So Martin will be back. Brings up Paul Soares. Lawrence Schwantz. Paul in the red car, Lawrence in the white car. Pontiac out of Quick Tech Race Cars. The Monte Carlo out of Bubba's Speed Shop. I don't know. Now I know. Paul's going to win it. Another double breakout. is under by about 100. Lawrence is under by about 200. Paul is going to get the win. Now it's Brad Powell in that Chevelle 67 mile. I think I might have even got that one right earlier. If I did, that would set my string at 1 in a row. Emily Gerard over on the right side. The Rad Torque machine out of Shear Solutions, Just Mechanical. Taking a little extra time, getting rolled in, getting staged. Now we're ready. Now we're set. Now we're racing, and now it's over. Because Brad left too soon. 12th out, too soon. Chevelle gets the red light. The dragster gets a win light. 758 on a 757. Winner. 845 on an 844. Not winner. Hot Rod, Hot Rod. Let's make this final call. If you're not in stage lanes, you're in the wrong place. Hot Rod, final call. I know the motorcycles were over there. You don't even have to ask them twice. I have to have a contest sometimes. See who's better at showing up in a timely manner, the motorcycles or juniors? Both of them show up pretty quick. Chris Demsby is a long way down there. Here comes Ted DeRosa. Man, that's a lot of ground. Now it's a little less. Now it's a little less. Now it's not going to get there. 1092 on the 1092. Wow. Had the reaction advantage, runs dead on 7. Cut a little closer than you probably needed to. But you know when it works, it works. Here comes Don. The Quality Racing Machine over here on the left side, and Matt over on the right side. I'm not the only one that heard that, right? Womp, 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 when they let go. Womp, womp, womp. Usually womp at the finish line. That one womped himself off the starting line. Womped himself right out of competition. 1090 on the 10, dead on 5. There you go. There you go. That's going to be a win for Don. The green machine goes 901 on an 895, and that just wasn't enough. Emmett McKillop left. Kevin McNichol right. Emmett McKillop is dialed to Super Comp Index. And he ran an 891 and couldn't win the race. As a matter of fact, dead 1 beats 1 above. Pretty good drag race, especially if you're Kevin McNichol. I just realized that Andy Halton's car, that Camaro over there, I think has the Grinch on the hood. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. I will tell you, however, I am positive, because I am an expert in my field, that is not a 1965 Camaro. Somebody's fibbing to me. Must be the Grinch. Must be the Grinch. The Grinch gets a win, by the way, 832. Had a better reaction time and was closer to the dial. I like the Grinch. I liked him better before his small heart grew 3 sizes that day. Remember when his dog got sucked up by the sled and jumped on the back? He yanks on the tether and whips it back out front. What was the name of the girl that caught him stealing the Christmas tree? Cindy Lou Who. Very good. You have watched that movie too many times. Greg Doughty takes the win there. 776 on a 776. Dead 7, baby, with the better reaction time. This is going to be the earworm, trying to get "You're a Mean One," Mr. Grinch, out of your head. Cindy Lou Who. There's a light on this string that's not working, my dear. I'll fix it up there, then I'll bring it back here. I love the Grinch. I think the Grinch got a bad rap. It's kind of like, has anybody seen either the movie or the play Wicked? The Wicked Witch got a bad rap. That lying Dorothy all these years, you believed what Dorothy said. And she was lying to you. Lying to you. $10,900 on the 1090. Boy, that's pretty nasty. 1065 goes up on the 1066 over there for Jason. Wow, Jason got there. Actually, Jason didn't get there. He was behind on reaction time. Ran 1 thou too quick and still couldn't get there. I think, most green creatures are misunderstood. Like the Wicked Witch of the West. She wasn't so bad. I mean, think about it. Some crazy girl from Kansas with a flying house kills your sister and then steals her shoes. Wouldn't that piss you off? All the witch ever wanted. Give me back the shoes. That's all I want. Give me back my dead sister's shoes. All she had to do was give back the shoes. I'm telling you. You need to get all the facts before you vote guilty or innocent. I think Jabba the Hutt was probably a pretty good guy once you got to know him. The biggest what? Rose from the Titanic was the bad guy? That's like Indiana Jones. Was it Raiders of the Lost Ark? Would have made no difference whatsoever if Indy was there or not. They wouldn't have. They opened the Ark, killed everybody. He had no role in it. Actually, I don't watch very many movies. Ever since Smokey and the Bandit didn't get nominated for Best Picture, I've kind of shied away from big Hollywood movies because I figured the fix was in. You want to get rid of the Grinch song in your head? Eastbound and down. Loaded up and trucking. We gonna do what they say can't be done. I got a boy running the Southern 500 tomorrow. I'd like to have some Coors beer. We're gonna need a speedy car. All right, boy. Speedier than that. Meanwhile, back on the racetrack, Ron Fawcett and Adam DeJong. Yeah, you can kind of see that one coming. Fawcett's car turned the tire pretty hard down here. Did not get a clean move at the hit. Adam was by him at about 300 feet, and at that point, it's pretty simple. I do believe, in the drag racing community anyway, as Chris Stone and Stephen Robert pull up the starting line, I think I set the world record for sticking songs in people's ear, because to this day, after the red light comes on for Chris Stone, giving the win light to Stephen Robert, to this day, 2 or 3 times a month, somebody will send me a text message, picture of their stereo that says Dexy's Midnight Runners, and a note that says, I still hate to sing. He'll roll it up 1 foot before he stages. I have figured this out. Irene Cockatello over the left side, and Mr. Johnson. Oh, yeah. Yeah. The yodeling mountain climber from The Price is Right. I was always betting on it. I just wanted to see him face plant. I didn't want anybody to win anything. I just wanted to, like, right off the edge of that baby. And you thought we were just going to talk about race cars. Combo, come on down. Stock, super stock combo. Your turn. Need 2 lanes, please. Stock, super stock. Whee! Red light right side. Push the beam. Peterson stands up the wagon one more time. Turns on the wind light one more time. Combo, combo, combo. Come on, come on, come on. Is this the last one? Emma's the last one? All right, Emma. Let's see what you got. Brand D lift truck. Swanergy Trucking. Competition tree service. Our Pro Mod going to come up here and make another full pull license run. Here we go in Super Pro. Nick Angelucci on the left side. In the boot. Adam DeJong on the right side. In the Camaro. I thought of something. How about like a real 68 Camaro versus a Camaro Roadster? You've had so much plastic surgery. You don't even look like a real Camaro anymore. Rut row. Angelucci's car, you saw that thing kind of jump on the starting line, and it looked like it jumped early, and it jumped early. You can tell as soon as that red light came on, 8:33 for Adam. No wonder they wanted him in that lane. That was apparently the 8:33 lane. Going to get the win. Ryan Johnson left. Chris Ormsby right. Those are 2 really nice classic cars. Really nice. You guys got some cool hot rods up here. Some cool hot rods. Pretty side of the left start. All right, Ryan, you got room, you got room, you got room. Chris is holding on. Ryan's closing in. Chris is holding on. Ryan's closing in. Chris is not holding on anymore. Ryan goes blasted by 9 thousandths. Man. Difference in speed. You ready for this? 161 miles an hour for Ryan. 84 miles an hour for Chris. Talk about trying to drop a guy on his head. Ryan got the stripe by 009. Chris made the wrong choice. He needed to keep the nose out in front. When he sees the time slip, he's going to be thinking the same thing. I chose unwisely. Closed circuit for Sean Cowie. Bob Fry is impressed. I sent him your time slip. Emily Gerard left. Warren Jacobson right. But we're going to have a little dragster versus door car activity coming at you back to back. To maybe even back. Nah, maybe not the third back. Troy Jacobson is throttle stopping that thing. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. So does he. 10.903 on the 1090. Holding on by 18,000. Emily comes by, 169 miles an hour. Couldn't get there. Off and running is Martin Rachel. Here comes the dragster. Emma, got enough, got enough, got enough? No, not enough. Not enough. Reaction advantage went to Martin, and he held on for the win. 4 above the dial. This is father and son. Paul Source left, Jeremy Source right. Father's in the dragster or the door car? Father's in the door car. Well, let's see, Jeremy. It's Father's Day. I'm just saying. Dear old dad. I just know if I ever raced my dad, he'd want me to. Nah, never mind. My dad thought racing was stupid. My dad was one of those guys. I'm not making this up. When I was a kid, like, spent all my time trying to make my Mustang faster. My dad was the guy that said, I don't know what's the point of having a fast car. Speed limit's 55 miles an hour. That's what my dad thought of racing. His idea of racing was going 62 and a 55. Paul's in the left side. Jeremy's in the right side. Father and son go, go, go. Jeremy trying to chase down his old man. You ungrateful little. Is that a way to treat your dad on Father's Day? You know what Jeremy's going to say? That's tomorrow. Get off my back. Get off my back. Reaction advantage actually went to Dad. But Jeremy went down there and tracked him down. 35 on a 34 for the win. Stock, super stock, come on down. Stock and super stock. Need you please. Kevin McNichol left. Steve Robert right. Game over. Steve's red, 53 red. 10-10 for the win. For Kevin. Here comes John Tabak, still undefeated. I love when announcers do things other than just, you thought I was going to say yak, didn't you? Ha, no. So here comes Shaylin Svatic in the left side. Her dad's celebrating a birthday. So today's the birthday. Tomorrow's Father's Day. There is not a snowball's chance in Death Valley that he's getting 2 presents. That's like being born on December 24th. You get 1 stinking cake. You get 1 stinking present. Oh, and a red light for Shaylin. So John, keeping that string alive. Rolling, rolling, rolling. 10:43 on the 10:45. Had a free time run and used it. That'll bring up Don on the left side, Andy on the right side. Should we tell more Grinch stories? What was the Grinch's dog's name? I can't remember the dog's name. Max. I remember him sitting on the back of the sled when he just yanked. Great moments in theater. And he's got his work cut out for him. Don is a long ways down there. Oh, and he takes care of the Grinch. Dial 1090 10901. Take that, Mr. Grinch. Steal my Christmas tree. Talked about it earlier. The guy driving that black station wagon down there, when he was born, that's the car that his parents took him home from the hospital in. I really hope they did a wheelie on the way home. That would have set the hook for life, no doubt about it. Curtis Munson over on the right side. Team Valhalla. Little Malibu on Malibu violence coming at you right here, right now. Right go. Well, when you're the car that gets the head start and you're behind at 150 feet, that's usually a bad sign. That's a bad sign. At least it was a bad sign for Curtis Russell making it happen. 003 on the reaction timer. Going down there and running one above the dial. Craig Doty now going to be final car in category. Stock, super stock. Stock, super stock. You need to be, should be, ought to be. Getting paired up, getting matched up, and getting ready to go. Seven, 787 on the 777 dial, and that's good enough for Greg. Here comes Super Pro. Jeremy Soares. Boy, they've been turning that car around in a hurry, haven't they? Haven't they? Warren Jacobson. Ditto. Ditto, ditto, ditto. So Warren Jacobson is still throttle stopping his way to a 1090. And Jeremy Soares, who is not throttle stopping at all on his way to a 734. 3.56 seconds handicap. For a race in Jeremy's lane, it's only going to be 7.3 seconds long. Warren Jacobson goes 006 red. And Jeremy figures he don't need a practice run. You heard him take his foot off the gas down there once he saw the wind light come on. 8:57 for the nice easy ride.
So essentially he's licensed once.
It actually came up as round 4. He caught it.
Hot Rod should be final call. You should already be here. Stock, super stock. We're going to be needing you here in just a minute. Ryan Johnson left. Martin Rachel right. We continue rocking our way through Super Pro. Red light 004. We had a 006 just a minute ago. We got a 004 this time. 10-12 for the win. For Martin, who went ahead and checked the dial. Ryan Johnson, who saw the red light, took his foot off the gas at 9:52. So we've had 2 rounds decided by a total of 1 Hun, both on red lights. Here comes John Tabak in the truck. And Adam DeJong in the Camaro. Handicap is 2 seconds. Plus 1300s. Tabac in the truck. Going to be off and running, trying to hold off that Camaro all the way down to the stripe. Here comes Adam. Can he run the little pickup to ground before they go past the scoreboards? Nope. 009 for John. I'm telling you, he was knocking him dead up here on the starting line. Then 10:49 for the win. 33 on a 32 for Adam. That part was good. 0:44 reaction time. That part wasn't so good. We need my combo. Stock, super stock, combo. Need you please. Stock, super stock, combo. Come on down. And you know what that means? That means Super Street, Super Gas, you are on deck. Be ready. Super Street, Super Gas, you're on deck. Here comes Don in the Dodge. Here comes Greg in the Dragster. Green lights are on. Can the Dragster run down the dart? From where I'm sitting, it does not look like it. And from down there, it still don't look like it. 1091 on the 1090, that's a winner. 783 on the 778, not going to work, especially with an 080 reaction time. I just said that. Yeah, what are you new here? Come on, come on. Well, Russell left. We saw him turn it red moments ago in the other category. Let's see if he can stay alive here in Super Pro. Or if Kevin McNichol will send Team Russell home for the day. Another skying wheel stand out of the wagon. This time the light's green. So is Kevin's light. Down to the finish line stripe they go. Both drivers run one over. Wow, wow, wow. On the starting line, they're separated by 3 thou. At the finish line, they're separated by 2 thousandths of a second. And the wheel stand and wagon moving on one more time. Deck. Super Pro. This is the 2-for-1. Don on the left side, Martin on the right side. I figure we're all on a first name basis by now. The winner of this is going to take the bye run to the final. .1090 is Don is still throttle stopping his way towards that Super Street number. Martin's not. Martin's trying to run him down to the finish line. He's going to get it done. 10:13, making it happen. 10:87. That's a breakout. Getting there first by a couple hundredths of a second. Wow, wow, wow. Don had about 5 thou to mess with. Couldn't quite squeeze it in there. So Martin will have a free ride to the final round. John Tabac is coming up momentarily in the truck. He'll have the solo run. We'll find out in just a moment here who he's going to have to race in a round of 3. And again, it is gas and go time, boys and girls. If you're still in competition, quick as you can get back here, come on back. And that includes our stock, super stock combo. That includes Super Street, Super Gas, Super Comp. Junior Thunder, if you're in the finals, come on down. We'll take you. Jeremy Soares. And Team Russell. 3 Mississippi handicap coming at you right here. As a matter of fact, as big a wheel stand as Russell's wagon does, he'll have the nose on the ground before the dragster sees the green. It's going to be a lot of ground to try to make up in only 1,320 feet. Just keep it green, boys. It's way, way more fun when you've decided down at the other end of the racetrack. Man, that is a lot of ground. Here comes Jeremy Soares. Look at him close in on the wagon, but can he catch him? Yes, he can. 735 for the win. Actually pushed him out. Try this on for size. Russell got there first by 13 thousandths of a second and broke out by 11 of them. The only way he could win that race was to snug 2 thou at the finish line stripe, and he just couldn't quite get it done. So Jeremy is going to come back and run John. See if John decides to leg this thing out or if he's just going to hit the tree and drive it down. Looked like he's looking for a dial-in check. Now he's coming back. He's in the final in one, the semi in the other. Still got a chance to double them up. 10:52, 110. He did take his foot off the gas. He didn't run it all the way down. Martin Rachel, solo run into the final. John Tabak's going to come back and run Jeremy Soares. John's already back there in the back of the staging lanes. He made his solo run and pro and hot lapped right back up. So Martin could do the Jess Dale routine, just take the tree and back up and be ready, but it looks like he wants to practice run. Go 17 green. Goes dead too. Save that for the final. That'd be pretty mean. John Tabak trying to make 2 final rounds in the little rad truck. And Jeremy Soares trying to get welcomed back into the family after beating his dad earlier. And to do that, he's got to win. Now, John, who had a 10:45 on the window, has dialed his way down to a 10:40. Now, he has had a couple of free rides here. And I guarantee you he's been running to 1,000 foot, dropping it down there and going, okay, here's what I need to do. Because he knows the dragster is going to be going about 60 miles an hour faster than he is. Well, 40 miles an hour faster. Judging the stripe is difficult. If you can hold it down and make the other guy make the mistake, that could be the winning move. Both drivers are way on the green. Let's find out if John made the right choice dialing down or if Jeremy Soares can run him to ground top end. Jeremy, 734, dead on 1. Tabak actually dialed down 5 and still broke out by 4, 1036 on the 1040. So John's going to come up a little bit short here in Super Pro, but he'll be right back to run for Pro and see if he can at least salvage 1 trophy out of this deal. Jeremy Soares, after beating his dad early, going to try to come home with a trophy. And here comes the final. Martin Rachel in the Malibu. Jeremy Soares in the dragster. Handicap, just under 3 seconds. The Malibu dial on a 1010. Jeremy on a 734. Going to be a big difference in mile an hour down there at the finish line stripe.